Hi friend, hope you all are fine. Today on behalf of CCTV desk, we come up with a new video. This video is all about ChatGPT, and now today our topic is ChatGPT open source? Many people asking about ChatGPT whether it is open source or it is not an open source. Are you wondering whether ChatGPT is open source? Well, you are at right video. In this video we will show you that whether it is open source or not. For those who are not familiar with ChatGPT, ChatGPT is a highly advanced chatbot developed by OpenAI. The language model has been making headlines ever since launch because of its first application which have number of user in a day. This OpenAI make a trademark on this. It is far more better than Facebook and all in respect of the users. After the chatbot become public, many have wondering whether the ChatGPT is open source. Unfortunately, ChatGPT is not an open source. So answer is no, it is not an open source. The language model ChatGPT 3.5 and the ChatGPT 4 nowadays, which you get in ChatGPT Plus, that the AI bot was built upon is also not an open source. In other words, you cannot access or modify the model's source code. Okay, in the past, OpenAI was once a non-profit company that would release its project and code to the public. However, as time has passed, the company has now made a transition to a cap profit organization, in turn keeping ownership of their infrastructure. He claims that OpenAI was all about being open but has now become closed source, effectively controlled by Microsoft. The AI firm state the transition was essential to allow them to increase their investment and cover the computing costs due to ChatGPT popularity. Now the question arises, is there any alternative to ChatGPT which are open source? Sadly, ChatGPT and ChatGPT 3.5 are closed source. But what isn't, here are a number of open source alternatives that you can access. The most popular of them is two. One is ChatGPT NewX and the ChatGPT J. And in this video, please comment so that I will link to this ChatGPT alternative, means ChatGPT NewX and ChatGPT J. And finally, it is confirmed that the ChatGPT is not an open source, but all is not lost. There are a bunch of open source ChatGPT alternative you access and modify. So this is all about topic, is ChatGPT open source? Let the ChatGPT ask the question, is ChatGPT open source? It says no, ChatGPT is not an open source. ChatGPT is proprietary artificial intelligence language model developed by an OpenAI, which means that the code and algorithm behind it are not publicly available and for modification or distribution. However, OpenAI has released some APIs and developed tools that allow developer to use and integrate ChatGPT into their applications. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.